Welcome to the digital age, where having a website is essential for any business. But with so many devices and screen sizes, how can you ensure your website looks great on every device? Introducing Responsive Website Design. Upgrade to responsive website design today, and give your customers the best online experience possible. With responsive design, your website automatically adjusts to the screen size of the device it's being viewed on. No more zooming in and out, or scrolling left and right. Your website will always look great, no matter the device. Get a free consultation. Contact us today at Mainstream Digicom.
Meet Kiana, Shiori, and Karthik, just a few merchants from around the globe who have switched to Shopify, the leading.
Need an efficient web design strategy, search engine optimization, paid search engine marketing, or even social media marketing services. At JavaLogic, we make your website work for you by getting dream customers who are asking for your services. We'll find the best keyword combinations for your business so you can rank higher in the search engines when potential customers are ready to buy. We'll create and optimize your current website so that it is beautiful, easy to navigate. So when your dream customers visit, you'll want to come back again and again.
Peace. I'm Farah Hamid Freeman, founder and director of the OFC. We're also known as the One Full Circle Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network, founded October 2011. I'm honored for this opportunity to introduce you all to the OFC, but more importantly, I'm excited for what this OFC BNI collaboration will economically do for your business, your family, and our community. The OFC is dedicated to bridging the gap between the French and the English-speaking melanated community, and to empowering the community by providing culturally adapted resources and support. But the power of the OFC is in our network. We serve a community of over 16,000 members. Our members consist of entrepreneurs and business owners, as well as individuals and families. All members are committed to supporting each other in order to create a solid economic foundation for ourselves and our future generations. Within the OFC, we understand that by supporting your business, your company will expand and will eventually create employment opportunities for our youth. Our model is simple. Members come to us for products and services, and we refer them to you. At the end of the day, we may have amazing products and services, but we need access to clients willing to spend money in our businesses in order for us to thrive. This collaboration is doing exactly that and more. Being accepted as a member of an OFC BNI chapter means that you will benefit from the powerful business-to-business networking and coaching from BNI, in addition to the constant flow of clients and support from the OFC. Like BNI says, we are stronger together. But don't take my word for it. Get involved and experience the benefits for yourself. If this opportunity is right for you, let me be the first to welcome you to the OFC community and to the BNI family. To get started with the OFC, simply sign up at ofccommunity.com. Our member success representatives are ready to be at your service. In the meantime, please remember to think of us first for all your community and business needs. Thank you again for your time and enjoy the rest of the presentation.
There are some principles.
Whoops, I was on mute. Grand Rising, everybody. I hope you guys are having an exceptional day. So as we start off our meeting, as usual, I am so grateful to life, God, our creator, and our ancestors for creating this amazing opportunity for us to be able to get together and to build together as a community. I'm happy to see everybody who's on here this morning. Bonjour tout le monde, j'espère que tout va bien. Bienvenue à notre rencontre communautaire de la communauté et des entrepreneurs. So guys, as we kick it off, there's a couple of things. So we have a couple of updates, a couple of awesome things. So first off, what to expect in the community and business team meetings. So first off, as you guys, for those who are here this morning, we took part in audio book club. We just wrapped up the Atomic Habits. Today was the final chapters of Atomic Habits. It is available on YouTube or Audible for those who have access to it. Is an exceptional read or listen. Oh yeah, I forgot. You could also buy the actual physical book too. So it's a good read or a listen. Next book we're going to be going into is the 5 a.m. Club. And guys, that one has supported documents that I'm going to be sharing with all the members who are participating in the book club. So do you guys have all the supporting materials and different things like that? But it's going to be an awesome book. I'm looking forward to that. So that is what happens at the beginning of every community and business team meeting. We first start off the first half hour of the morning listening to an audio book and then some motivational clip depending on what it is. Today it was very motivating. I hope you all were uplifted and inspired by it as well. The point of today's video was to believe in yourself. So once we are done with our listen, we go through a couple quick ads. Shout out to our affiliates. So the affiliates are the business community members who are here to support you all in terms of businesses within the community. And when they can't be present, we do play little clips for them. Sometimes even when they are here, we run their clips anyways. But it is just so you guys know who they are and what they do. Then we dive in and we have the affiliates who are on with us introduce themselves. So they let you all know who they are, what they do, the services that they provide, and how they can be of service to you as members of the community. We're so grateful for having them. Then next we go into our Tourne tab. So it is our round table where all our guests and our business owners are able to participate and share again who they are, what they do, what challenges that they face. Now that's an important one. It's very important that you guys let us know what are challenges that you're facing. What are areas of development for you? What are you trying to accomplish with your personal goals, your business goals, life goals, whatever it is? We are here to build together and to support each other as a community. Once we've done our tool in the tab, I share updates in terms of what's happening within the community, and then we dive into our featured guests. Today, we are blessed to have Deschaline. She is the project manager at Audace au Féminin. So she's going to be deep diving with us, letting us know who she is, what the organization is about. Exactly. What the organization is about and about an exceptional event they have coming up in August, and just how we could all get involved in terms of sponsors, participants, and vendors for within the event. And then we'll have some time for some question and answer. If we have time at the end, we usually just kind of kick it, chat, network, but usually it finishes pretty punctually at 8:30, and that is the wrap. That's how we wrap up our meeting. A couple of housekeeping things. First of all, c'est important que je vous dise que les rencontres sont complètement bilingues. So these meetings are completely bilingual. Everyone is welcome to express themselves in the language of their choice. Fait que tout le monde est invité à communiquer dans la langue de votre choix. Si nécessaire, on va traduire. So if necessary, we will translate. Please feel no way. If there's something that's said that wasn't clear, just let us know and we will translate. Again, this is the power of community. We are here to help and support each other and to make sure everybody's comfortable. Also, one thing that's cool with us, so as you guys seen, the whole vision and the whole reason we came to being with this OFC this OFC business team meeting is because of the collaboration and the partnership we have with BNI. BNI is the largest business networking platform on the planet. So that is, we do like to graduate our business members, those who so choose. We do help them to graduate and become OFC BNI members as well. Again, for those who are interested in that. But those who are not, you have the joy of being a part of this community business team meeting. The difference with us and the BNI is that, one, you do not have to be in business to be a part of the community and business team meeting. So you could just be an individual, a professional, a student, and you just want to participate and you want to listen. You want to hear what's going on in the community. You want to share things that you're going through. You have questions about your children, your child, whatever it is. This is the place for you to come because we are a community resource first. So as we are here for the community, you have the freedom to be able to be here to share. Next, and if ever, so if you are here and you're not comfortable in speaking, just let us know. It'll be our pleasure just to bypass you and just give it an opportunity to listen today. Next, we like to give each person at least a minute and a half to introduce themselves, who they are and what they do. If it's your first time, we give you up to 2 minutes so you could ball out. You have all kind of extra time. Just to, to deep dive again, just let people know who you are and what you do. We want to make sure everybody's comfortable. We do strongly recommend that everybody turns your camera on. One, because it's always good when we take a group shot that we see everybody. Second, we're a community, so it's good to see who you're talking to, who you're connecting with, and it's just always great for networking. Also, I forgot to mention, if your minute and a half is up or 2 minutes is up, then I do start flaring my hands on the screen just to get your attention so that you know your time is up. Until we figure out a better technique, that's what we use. Okay, guys, just so you know. So when you see stuff like this happening on the screen, just know, all right, your time is up. I think I hit everything. I said, oh, yes. And the sessions are recorded, as you guys can see and hear. And we do that so we can load them up on YouTube after the fact. So if anybody is curious in knowing what the meetings are about or what they missed, they're able to go and chime in after the fact. Please remember to say your contact information. All right. As well as share it in the chat. I knew I was forgetting something. Share your contacts in the chat because we are here to network. We're here to connect and we are here to build. And we use the chat for attendance. So please help us out with that. Just pop your name in there, your contact information, just so we know that you're here. That helps us out a lot. If you're visiting, you could also add that. I'm a guest, I'm visiting, I'm an OFC member, I'm a business member, whatever it is. It just helps us to know who was in the meeting and yeah, so we can keep track of it after the fact. But also, again, the reason we ask you guys to say it on the screen is so that if ever you the person is listening and they would like to connect with you as a business owner or an organization after the fact, they would not have access to the chat, but they'll be able to hear your contact info and follow up with you. I think that is it for my updates. Every week I do this every week, and every week I forget stuff. I don't know why, just what it is. As I remember things as we're going through it, I might chime in and just remind you guys of more things that came to my mind. But I think for now we have touched all the main points. So with no further ado, I want to get started with our affiliates on the line. As I see them on my screen, I have Brother Dali. Peace and blessings. Brother Dali is one of the affiliates of the community.
Hey, hi everybody.
Grand Rising, King.
Yes, so basically what I do is my company, I help people grow on social media the proper way. Instead of spending a lot of money in social media to get followers and to put contents and so on. So I do that for the company. I do everything. I create the content, I do the engagement and everything. And if you want to grow the proper way and without spending thousands or $5,000 in social media, and I'm gonna put my info in the contact so you can contact me.
Amazing. Well, and you should say it as well, just in case someone's listening and they want to connect with you after the fact.
What did you say?
No, I was just saying that you should also mention it as well in case.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. And so you can contact me at crazyguysmedia.com or 514-562-2368. That's my phone number, and I'm gonna put it on the chat.
Awesome. Thank you, Brother Dali, and thank you for everything you're doing within the network. It's awesome to have you on board. As you guys see, the OFC has more presence online. It is thanks to Dali and his team. So we definitely appreciate you guys. Next, Uncle Ken, Grand Rising. Glad to have you with us.
Hey, Grand Rising, everyone. I'm the OFC business trainer and coach and can be reached at 514-668-2320. We're an accredited business school by the Quebec government. I can train you in many different areas of your business, but as most OFC members are small businesses, I like to focus on their sales skills, their strategy, and their presentation skills. As you expand, other skills will be needed for sure. I'm also a senior business advisor to larger companies, but today and tomorrow is your last chance to take advantage of my 50% discount. The discount is on my sales training program that has benefited so many in the melanated community. 5 payments of $500 instead of 6 payments of $1,000. The program helps you to build habits, to believe in yourself, to get the slight edge over your competitors. Just ask yourself, what results do you want and by when? 514-668-2320. And thanks to Dali and Nora, who stepped up, and they're taking my program with me. But I'm looking for 2 other business owners willing to take that leap of faith to get the results that they want, to believe in themselves and win. Thank you.
Amazing, Ken. And I always got to give a special shout out to Ken, because Ken is also my business coach and mentor. He did help me to grow a very large corporation when just getting started. So definitely, Ken, I thank you for the skills and fundamentals. And anybody who's in business, there's certain key fundamentals to sales that once you know them, you never forget them. And it does give you the ability to generate and earn a revenue regardless to where you are and what you're doing in the world. Like those are key fundamentals. So Ken, keep up the great work. Thank you for what you're doing for the community. Awesome. Sister Chantel, Grand Rising Queen.
Grand Rising, everybody. Oh, let me put down my microphone. There you go. That should be a little better. All right, Grand Rising, everybody. My name is Chantel, co-CEO of Wink. We provide virtual support services to a wide array of businesses, from nonprofits. We do the member services for the OFC, to professional services. There's so many. We do accounting, administration, customer service, sales, graphics and web design, some social media. What we love to do is we love to really just support your business in its development. We understand that you want to grow, you want to help your business succeed. However, you can't do everything, right? So enlist the services of a virtual assistant to really help you to get a lot of the mundane tasks off of your plate and just get them done. Right? We actually we're in Ghana, West Africa. We hire university graduates who have completed university. We have bilingual assistants who are here to really support you in the growth and development of your business. Because of the exchange from North America to Ghana, really take advantage of the exchange rate and have assistants working for you at a fraction of the cost of local employees. Thank you.
Awesome. And within time, thank you, Chantel. Again, I really appreciate the work you guys do there at Wink. And like she mentioned, when you do call member services, or when you call anytime you call the UFC, you do connect with our reps at Wink. And so we're super grateful. And again, I just like to put that focus, guys. We're a community, we're a network that's able to grow. We're able to sustain and support our brothers and sisters who are here within North America, so to speak. And we're able to support our brothers and sisters back on the continent. That is exceptional. We're building families, helping people grow. We're helping the students who are coming out of university. Guys, this is how full circle works. This is the power of community. And this is what we should be doing. We should be really focused on our global impact and helping everybody however we can. So awesome, Queen. Thank you again for what you're doing. I'm glad to have you. Next, Sister Kemba from Keene. Yeah, I got a notification about a land development workshop coming up. I'm excited.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Kemba Williams here from the Keene. Oh, my alarm's going off again. From the Keene Real Estate Group. We are a real estate investment firm. We help folks who are interested in buying their first property or getting into a larger portfolio. We help you with training and education, connecting you to resources similar to what the OFC does, but we are very focused on real estate because we know that is the way to build wealth. I had a coaching class yesterday with a young lady who just started with us. We've transitioned our platform from one to another. She's super excited. She's impressed with what she's getting. And I thought to myself when Pharaoh said, what is the problem you're facing? I think what we're facing is we're not in front of enough eyes. We're not seeing enough people. We're not getting to enough of the audience we want to. So I would love to ask everyone on here to follow us on social media, connect with us on our website. That is my ask. Connect with us so that I think it's just seeing what we do will help everyone understand how we can bring value to you, help you connect to the right resources to help you build wealth using real estate. So again, you can contact me. You can check out our website, keengroup.ca. You can call me at 416-821-5765. I should give the business number, but next time I'll do that. And, but it's lovely to see everyone here and participating. And connect with us on social. Keen on You on Instagram, and the YouTube channel is there too, so you can find us almost everywhere. Everyone have a great day.
Amazing. Thank you, sister. I appreciate what you're doing. I just watched an awesome clip. You guys had an open house the other day. Oh, that's the timer.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Open house the other day. So kudos on that. That looked like it was an awesome event.
Absolutely, it was. People came out and had a lot of questions, and it was really good.
Amazing. And you said your Instagram, sorry, it was Keen on You?
That's right.
Keen.
I'll put it in the chat. It's kind of funny. We use dots in there. So keen.on.u. That's us.
Got
So,
it. And I got it. And actually, the reason I'm asking is because we're going to do a call to action right now. I'm going to put it in the chat. And as we are here, I'm going to ask everybody to click and follow. And this is how we get down as community. And click, follow, copy, and share. And let's.
amazing.
This is how we get down. Oh, and the link tree is there. Awesome. So then we can connect to everything else. Guys, this is the power of community, and this is why we do what we do. Again, Kemba, thank you for all the great work you do in the community. Cool. Awesome. All right, guys, by the end of today, I'm going to make sure everybody's following Keen. I'm making a note so I don't forget. Follow up at end. All right, cool. Great. Kemba, you gotta let me know, okay? It's we got a couple people on here. We got to double check. All right, good. Awesome. Let's keep it moving. So I think that is our tune of all our affiliates who are on with us this morning. Yes. All right. So next, let's go into our business owners and our guests who are with us. Brother Samuel, I'm so happy to see you this morning. Grand Rising King. I was just looking at one of your books. I think I have all your older books. I'm glad to have you here. Bonjour, frère.
Thanks, bonjour. Ça me fait un grand plaisir de reconnecter avec l'OFC, to reconnect with the OFC. I've been away for a while. One of the reasons why I'm joining today is because I've distanced myself a bit from the business world for health reasons. Now I want to come back in it, and I'm actually working on two projects. One is building a community of entrepreneurs, mostly melanated, and the other project is international recruiting. That we're working that I'm working at the moment to bring people from Benin and Cameroon area to work, but in the perspective where they can have the right tools to build wealth, and not just to you understand. Yeah, exactly. And I'm also a writer, actually, so I'm trying also to push forward this aspect of my career. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you. And we're glad to have you back. And I know you're on the continent for a bit too. So glad to have you back. Glad to have you with us. I'm going to send you, give me a moment. I'm going to send you a quick link. Let's book a one-on-one so I can get an update and so we can understand a little bit more about the vision. Because we obviously, we do have a very large network in different parts of Africa. And we have different resources that we could help to support them when they get here as well. So I love that idea. And if we could help to help you in building that business network, it will be our pleasure to do so. So thank you, King. And I will send you a link to book a follow-up call with me. Welcome. Next, keep it moving. Sister Nora, glad to have you here this morning. Let me resetting my card. Oh, wait. Are you speaking? Sorry. Did you send me a note that I didn't see? No? Okay. Are you here?
Hi, good morning. Sorry.
No problem.
No, mornings are hectic here. Hi, I'm Nora. I am the owner and founder of Bond Through Touch Massage and Holistic Therapy. I help families connect through the art of healing touch and age-appropriate workshops and activities to connect with the families in a healing and holistic way. I'm also a full spectrum doula, and what I am looking for right now is I'm working with Ken right now, so that's kind of help me, but also looking for a videographer to help with videos soon in the future. So if anyone can help, I can be reached at 514-707-3670 or bondthroughtouch@gmail.com. Thank you.
Amazing, Sister Nora. Thank you so much. And actually, when I give my announcements, there's maybe something we could do in collaboration. And we do have a videographer. His name is Andrew Grant. He is in the OFC link. I'll mention it again after, but we will make a point to connect you guys. All right, so you could connect with him. He is one of our videographers in the community.
Thank you.
Our pleasure, Andrew and Healing. All right. Next, Brother Khalil, welcome to the community and business team meeting. Glad to have you here. And I know today, I'm giving you 2 minutes on your clock.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Thank you very much. My name is Khalil John. I am one of the partners here at Amped Capital. We help small to medium-sized businesses get access to capital from anything for inventory to payroll to whatever the case may be, equipment, fast cash. We move much faster than the banks. We are a broker, so we have access to a network of lenders that are able to assist with financing needs, whether you're in Canada or in the US. So if you need any assistance with that, you can always reach out to us at info@amped capital, AMPD capital.com, or call us at 1-855-846-2673. Thank you.
Amazing. Welcome, brother. Thank you. We're glad to have you. And we have a question for you already.
Yes.
Do you also do financing for real estate, as Kemba's asking?
Only in the US, not in Canada. Yeah,
Okay.
only for the US. So financing for construction, new builds, for renovation, for purchasing, if you are a foreign national, anything having to do with purchasing in the US, we can assist with that, but not for Canada, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. And no, and I'm looking at the time. We're doing okay for time. So brother Samuel has a question as well. You could go ahead and ask it, Samuel.
Oh, no. I was just mentioning that I had quite the same the same question.
Oh yeah, the same. Oh, sorry, you have the same question. Okay, awesome. And actually, brother Khalil, so if keep in mind, those are 2 minutes there. We could follow up, but we have a very large network in Atlanta.
Okay.
All right. So if that's something, we're actually setting up to do a presentation to, well, the group that we'll be speaking to or inviting out to has about 26,000 people.
Wow.
Usually when there's a Zoom call, there's usually a couple hundred people on. Actually, Wink did a presentation on there as well. It's through our affiliation with Jarvis Gray and on Alignable in the States. So he's created for us there. So that is something that if ever you do want to get on and to promote what you guys are doing, you'll be able to do so. All right.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. That'll be great.
My pleasure. Definitely. So let's set that up, and welcome again to the community. We're glad to have you.
Thank you. Good to be here. Take care.
Cool. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, Alvina's just listening today, but I definitely got to give her a shout out. So anybody who's looking for any insurance, anything, call Alvina. And from what I remember from her last ask, and it might still be, she just needs to make quotes. Like, so basically have her contact you, have her reach out to her, or reach out to her or reach out to us, and we'll connect you to her if needed, just to get different insurance quotes. All right. So she's based here in Quebec and she helps with everything. So anything has to do with insurance, you definitely want to connect with Alvina. Queen, we appreciate you and glad to have you in the community. And thanks for joining us today. All right. Shiata, are you on? Let me see. Shiata might just be listening to this morning as well. Let's see. Give her a moment. I'm just calling out people here just to see. Well, if she is just listening, because I know she might be a little occupied. So the what she has coming up. So for those who are in Montreal, first off, there's a Faites happening this Friday. All right. If anybody wants to just relax yourself and have a good time, the weather is nice outside. So come on out, join us this coming Friday at West Can. It is a fundraiser and it's themed as the Short Pants Party. So come with short pants. All right. That's what's happening there. But also, as you know, West Can is working on their Carnival is Mass Music and Movement program. This coming Saturday, they have an exceptional guest from Trinidad. I think his name is Crazy, and some other artists that are taking part in a panel discussion. It's going to be on Zoom. It's going to be awesome. I encourage the community all to participate. Again, we're here to support and to encourage each other. So when there's these opportunities to jump on these online events, it's always great to see you guys. So come on out, participate, participate, share, and be informed. All right. So now I think it's my turn. Let me see. I think I've gone through everybody. Yes. All right, guys. So So on my end, so quick updates for the OFC. Obviously, you guys know I'm Pharaoh, founder and director. And the OFC, we are that community resource. We are here at the service of the community, and we're glad to be. We are here to uplift and support you all in all your needs. So our slogan is think of us first for all your community and your business needs. As we're growing, we are becoming a super hub. So we are available right across. We have resources available to you practically from across the world. So whatever you need, do not hesitate to reach out. I know Short Pants Party needs to come to Toronto. You're absolutely right, Kemba. We gotta make that happen. But actually there is another event that's coming up in Toronto. Big Will is hosting a large event during Carabana weekend. Sorry, not Kemba, you took me off course, but I do want to actually remind you guys this year, well, it was part of my announcements anyways. I'm just jumping ahead. I'm just kind of fast forwarding. So quick announcements. No, okay, sorry. Let me digress. Let me go through my thing and then give you guys announcements all at the same time. So first off, so for the OFC, when you join the OFC, you have, these are some of the advantages that you get to participate in these kind of activities. We have this is a weekly call. We do it in the morning and in the evening, 7 a.m. Eastern time and 9 p.m. Eastern time. The reason we do the 9 p.m. ones and they start so late, according to some people in the East, is because they are more accommodating for our brothers and sisters who are in the West Coast. All right, and so it's great. So for those who do want to network and connect with different people from the community, and from across Canada, you could join our 9 p.m. sessions as well. They're very similar to this, except you're seeing different people. So that's really fun. Also, other advantages that you have in being a member of the OFC is that you get to be a part of our private WhatsApp groups. We have one that has about 200 members. It's a great space to network, connect, get to know other people from within the community. We also have a Facebook group that has a couple of thousand people, and our Messenger group as well has a couple of thousand people. Again, it's a great place to connect with like-minded people. It's important to understand that what the OFC is at our core, we're here to just unite people who share the same visions and same values. People who join the OFCs because you want to work together and you want to build together to establish a solid foundation for our future generations. If you know anybody else that could resonate with that, we encourage you to come on, to invite them out. You could have them join us here, or you could send them our contacts, and it would be my pleasure to connect with them and see how we could be of service. Next, so in terms of updates and cool things we have going on, so we have our so what I was alluding to in Toronto this year. So as you guys know, Montreal, we are not having a carnival celebration this year, but don't worry, we will be supporting to ensure we have something cultural to present for next year as a community. So this won't happen to us again. But for those who do have that carnival bug, we are bringing a band in conjunction with Rain Carnival. So the OFC, we will have a group, a collective of us who are participating all together playing mass. So I strongly recommend, I did put a little poll in the WhatsApp group. Please take a moment to respond to it. We would love to have you guys come out. Those who are participating in Carabana this year, it would be great to have you guys join us. It would be awesome for you guys to come out, have a good time. It would be great. And it's a cool family event. So that's what's going on this year in Toronto. So come on out, come on Grand. Other quick updates. So we're in the process, we're talking healing. Okay, so now this is an exciting announcement. This is something we've been developing and working on. So for those who were able to participate last week, in the PM session, we had Dr. Joan with us. Dr. Joan is one of our affiliates and partners, and together we're now launching this national healing journey program through the OFC. So now what that means is that now through the OFC, we're able to offer healing to our community, healing from traumas. And now why that is important for us as a community is because as we are growing and building solid foundations, you cannot build a solid foundation without healing yourself, without ensuring that you are good on every aspect, mental, physical, spiritual. And that's really important for us as a community organization. So we are putting a lot of focus on that. And as I say that, our next initiative that we're starting the pilots in June, and you guys are going to start receiving invitations and calls from our member services to help to coordinate, but we're creating focus groups. And really, we want you guys to come out and participate in these focus groups. They're very powerful. What the focus of the focus groups are going to be is first talking about healing. They're talking about traumas that we've experienced as a community and how we could heal as a community. We're also going to be discussing important aspects, things that are important to the community, like food security. We're going to be discussing emergency responses to like natural disasters. An example I give all the time is recently we had an ice storm here a couple of weeks ago. At this point, we had an ice storm, but it really made a lot of people were incapacitated. Like we were not able to function because of the ice storm. And again, as a community, it is our responsibility to ensure that the members of our community are taken care of. So we want to be thinking ahead, thinking preventative measures. We don't want to be reactive in circumstances like that. We want to know ahead of time that we've thought about things, we're planning for things, and our community is going to be safe. We're also going to be discussing currency, alternative means of generating currency, sustaining ourselves in the event of any type of economic collapse. And the reason for this, obviously, you guys, for those who are plugged in and listening to the news, there's a lot of different talk about an economic collapse. There's talks of, or we've seen banks closing and different things like that. So we need to be prepared as a community. Again, prevention is better than cure. So that is one of our focuses as a community, is to ensure that we're discussing these things. The other cool thing with the focus groups is that they're going to be regional. So based on your area. So if you're in the West Island of Montreal, if you're in the East End, the South Shore, every focus group is going to be regional. So you'll be connecting with people within your radius, so to speak. And for obvious reasons, because we want to build these bonds, we want to know that we have a particular nucleus, let's say in the West Island, for example, so that in the event that we need to support the collective, we have resources that could be dedicated to all the members from that area and support all of them all together. So that's a cool thing that we have coming up. I'm really excited for the rollout of that. There's a bunch of new initiatives that we're going to be introducing in June. So once we do that, you guys will hear the cool updates on our side. That is it for my updates. Let me see. Did I touch on everything? Also, quick little reminder, I did forget, is that as an OFC member, we love to feature you guys on our Empower Hour, which is our podcast and radio show. This week, we had, again, Queen Deschaline on. So I strongly encourage you guys to tune in this coming Thursday. We're on 90.3 FM, but it's also going to be available everywhere online. It's a podcast as well. Just search OFC Empower Hour, and you will find us on everything. Next. And the OFC link is our community platform. All right, you guys check it out. OFC link. You guys should all be in there. If you go to OFC link and you do not find yourself, let us know. Member services will fix it, because you should be able to find yourself, and you should be able to promote yourself through that platform. And there's a bunch of cool little benefits on there as well, but member services will fill you in on those if you need them. With no further ado, guys. All right, that was a mouthful. I hope you guys got all that. I will again share any information in the chat. I will share our forms for anybody who might want to share it with anybody else who might want to join the OFC. I will share it, and you could have them join us. So with no further ado, I'd like to introduce Deschaline. She is the project manager at Audace au Féminin. That is feminine audacity, people. So, Grand Rising, sister, the floor is yours. Welcome. We're glad to have you this morning.
Welcome. Hi, everyone. So my name is Deschaline Cadet. Je suis la directrice de projet à Audace au Féminin. So Audace au Féminin is a not-profit organization who runs to brighten up Black women's services and businesses across Quebec, Canada, and the world. We have different programs in our organization. Donc, on a un programme de mentorat qui est annuel. On a un programme de cohorte entrepreneurs sur la littératie financière, because we know that we need to have sustainable businesses to be able to grow, to be able to have a good wealth for our businesses and family. So
wait a second. Yeah, I wanted to ask, you said, because I want to note them very quick. You said, so you
Yes.
have a mentoring program.
Yes.
And the mentoring program is for women, or is for everybody?
It's for everybody.
Oh yeah, okay. That's
Yeah, it's for everybody. So women like men, black women, black men, different culture also. So it's for everybody. And what is particular with our program is that the mentor that choose the mentoring. So this is so you need to sell yourself to make sure that you get the good mentor for your personal goal, your business goals, and everything. So for the 2004, 2005, we are in a recruit for mentors, and also we're gonna open soon how like candidature pour les mentors.
Okay, awesome. So you guys know that, all right? So they're going to be looking for mentors soon, and candidates who want to be mentored. Awesome. Thank you, sister.
Exactly.
Go ahead. Yes.
You're welcome. And then we also have our monthly event. So les rendezvous that's masterclass, and the rendezvous that masterclass is really event that we talk about different topics that's concerned in the community. So we talk about financial, we talk about les conseils d'administration, we talk about health, we talk about business growth, we talk about identity. In Quebec and Canada has a black woman, black man, black person, how to have good allies also for your business, personal growth. So we have each month, so we have that Audace Masterclass. And last but not least, we have the big event that is coming on August 12 and 13. It's called Le Salon International de la Femme Noire, International Black Women Summit. And we're gonna celebrate the 5 years of Audace Féminin, the 5 years of the salon also. Is gonna be in at the Grand Quai de Montréal, donc au Vieux-Port. So we like everyone to be there to participate. We have spots for vendors. So I take a few contacts on the chat. So soon you're gonna see an email, a DM, or something from my side and my team. And we need to get volunteers. So this is the major step that we are here. So we want to give you the platform to use Audace Féminin to grow your business contact, to get new customers, to get known for your business. So it's going to be a 2 days event. Also, we're going to need some volunteers. If you have family, friends that you want to invite them to come in Montreal and to participate at the Salon International de la Femme Noire, it's going to be a pleasure. And we're going to have something special for OFC members. So stay tuned. I'm going to send the information really soon enough. Oh, I have to give my contact info, right?
Yes, you have to give your contact info, and I want to prompt everybody. So if you guys have questions, prepare yourselves, put up your hands so you can ask any questions just to get any kind of clarification. So yes, please share your contact info, and I have a couple quick questions as well.
Perfect. So for the contact info, so c'est audacefeminin.com. You can find out on internet. Also social media, Audace Féminin. And if you have specific questions for me about the program that we have, the spot that we have available for the Salon International de la Femme Noire, you can call me at 514-409-1310. And I'm going to put my email on the chat because I really have a long name. So I'm going to put my email on the chat, and feel free to text me, to call me, email me if you have anything.
That is awesome. So I have a couple of questions, and maybe it might prompt some other ones. So what I noted. So first off, there's 4 ways that people could get involved. One, just as volunteers, if people are interested in volunteering. So I did have I wanted to understand if there's any particular criterias, any particular roles, or it's just general volunteer, and then you're plugged in where needed. So that was my question. So actually, if you want to answer that, then I have 3 other quick questions.
Yes. So for the volunteers, we have different spots available, different departments, so people can get in. So we have a link, so you can fill the form. So you need to be available for the 2 days of the event if you want, like, to really help the organization. But also we need help before the event. Example for the programmation. So for the subject, the topics, and everything. For the recruit of the vendors also, if you have sales skills, if you have a few time to give before, we really appreciate volunteers. And what is new this year, because we have a lot of event activities that was going on, is going to be launch for 24 and more. So we want to have volunteers over the year. So for over different program that we have. So if you want to give a few times, like time to time for the activities that we had, feel free to fill the form also. So I'm gonna be able to send you all the link to OFC members, but in our website, everything is there.
Perfect. That's what I was about to ask. Okay, yeah, so definitely. So please make that available. And the other points, so the vendor part. So now, as there's a lot of business owners within the community. So now, and one of the questions that came up, is it possible for people to share a vendor booth?
We are looking at it because be able to share the vendor group is depend of the businesses, and it's depend of what kind of services or product that you have.
Okay.
We know that people who are in a service, is more difficult to them to be able to sell their services. They use the Audace Féminin platform and the event to show the new services that they have or to book some appointment. So for services only, we are able to share the booth.
Okay.
Because it's more difficult, because we know it's more difficult to them to make sure that they do like the sell in the same time.
That's it, right?
So
'Cause they don't
if you
necessarily
are
have
a
products.
services and you want to share a bit with someone, if you are two services businesses, is it possible to share, but we need to have a little chat, and I'm gonna make it happen. I usually make it happen everything, so I might have a solution.
I love that. I love that. Okay, that is beautiful. And that's what community is about, right? It's finding the middle ground. And somebody else was asking me, is there somewhere to see the past vendors and past activities and stuff from the years before?
Yes, on our website at audaceauféminin.com, and also at the website of Salon International de la Femme Noire. So I'm going to put the email on the chat, so you're going to be able to see the past event, the past pictures, and also the guests that we used to have, but also on our social media, everything is there.
Beautiful. Thank you. That was another question. Then we had two more quick things, and then if anybody else has questions, please raise your hand. But it was the sponsorship. So
Yes.
now, so basically, how does that work in terms of sponsorship, and in terms of maybe if you don't necessarily have to go into the package prices, but if you could explain to us like the different tiers that are available.
So for the sponsorship for Le Salon International de la Femme Noire, we have different categories for the sponsorship. We have a small package for small businesses that just want to put their ads for the event on your social media or during the panel and everything. We have bigger sponsorship also because, we Salon International de la Femme Noire, c'est quand même un très grand événement. On veut des partenaires durables, not only for the salon, but also for the program that we have. So for the mentorship, the la courte entrepreneur, the masterclass event also that we have. So what I like to say is like doing some sponsor is like a collaboration is talking. So my email is on the chat. So if you're interested about the sponsor, if you want to know more about Audace Féminin, we're gonna have private sponsor activities in 2 weeks. So if you want to have more information about it, give me an email. Tell me that you want to be a sponsor for Salon International de la Femme Noire, and also you want to be a sponsor for Audace Féminin, and see how we can collaborate also.
See, I'm glad I asked that question. And last but very far from least was just the ticket prices for participants.
Yes,
and
exactly.
how it works, 1 day, 2 days, or family packages, group rates, or anything like that.
Perfect. So for participants for the Salon International de la Femme Noire, on a différents packages. Donc, we have, if you want to be there for the 2 days, say $35 plus tax, and you're going to be able to find the link to buy the ticket at audaceauféminin.com, on our platform, on social media. And I'm going to be able, when I'm done, to put every link before we done the meeting this morning. And if not, if you want to come just one Saturday or Sunday, it's $20 plus tax. For children and elders, 25 years and plus, and children before 12 is $10 the tickets. And soon we're gonna get some group package. So if you want to come with 10 friends, family members, 20 person, if you want to say, you know what, how business is gonna buy a lot of tickets for how clients or partners. So we're gonna have a few promotions soon. It's gonna be get out.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I definitely, and this is 5 years. I think maybe
Yes.
Ken could confirm this, or I think after 5 years you're solid. I think this I think there's I think there's a certain threshold after a certain period of time. It's like, okay, you've made it past the it's 4 years. Okay, so you guys are good to go.
So we
you guys,
pass it.
yeah, you guys are here to stay. Good. We're glad to have you guys.
Definitely,
But
definitely.
you know, and I do want to commend you guys because hosting an event, Old Montreal at the Grand K, 2 floors, that is a big deal, guys. That's amazing. I've been in the past. It's an exceptional space. It's great vibes, great atmosphere. To see so many beautiful people promoting their products and services. Again, kudos. I strongly recommend, even at just the very base level, if you just want to, if you're able to get involved and to help. And I do also, I like the fact that getting involved as a volunteer, it's not just for the event. You could actually get involved to help the organization, support the organization. And again, guys, this is the power of community. So I'm glad to have you guys within community and doing what you're doing. So did we have, thank you for sharing. Okay, good. You're sharing all your contacts now. And again, you could reshare them again in the WhatsApp group later on when you get a chance.
Yes.
Or send them to member services and they will make sure to send it out to everybody, and it will be on all the platforms and stuff as well. So we're glad to have you guys. So we have 8 more minutes. If we didn't have any other questions, so thank you again, Sister Deshkaline.
You're welcome. Thanks to you guys.
It's my pleasure. It's our pleasure. I do want to touch a little bit on the last chapters that we listened to of Atomic Habits. So because it did address basically habits are great, but they can create, I can't remember what the term that they use, but basically they could become a problem if you stop challenging yourself, because when you get into habits, what happens is that they become routine, right? That's the whole goal, is so that the habits become routine. But when you are not paying attention to that, you could fall into a kind of mundane process and your growth might stop. And that we never want that to happen to us as a community. You want to always continue striving. So some of the tips, and I don't know if anybody else got any nuggets or anything from the book or from the audio that we listened to that they would like to share, but you'd be welcome to do so, like any reflections that you got from them. On my end, I had liked they had mentioned a thing about what was the thing? It was hold on. The anniversary review and integrity report. So I had loved the idea about doing an assessment of yourself, and then setting a target, setting a goal to, if it's a matter of increasing your productivity 1%, like just setting a target and kind of pushing yourself. I thought that was an awesome thing to share and to keep in the back of our minds as we're developing habits, to not get stuck in the habits. And then did anybody else have anything they want to add before I go into another point? Ken or Kemba? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the peer selling program that I offer contains a lot of those elements about believing in yourself and focusing and setting goals and objectives, and it's the foundational beginning of the program that helps to give yourself and your business direction. And it all starts here in your head, and if you don't have the confidence and belief enough in yourself, you're going to be constantly challenged. And that's why we start out with the program. The first few modules, we focus on you.
That's good. That is you, and that's 100%, 100%. I'm glad actually Kemba asked me to share that motivational clip. And it spoke volumes to me. Like, anyways, every time I do these things, I do put out the energy into the atmosphere, and I ask that we play the clip that is perfect for us today. And I could attest, like these last couple of weeks have been a lot of challenges for me, but like I welcome challenges all the time. I just feel that it's necessary for growth. So when obstacles come, I embrace them. But I did realize that when I let the obstacles kind of seep into my mind, like it was even hard for me to work out. Like I had no desire to do anything. And it really just stemmed from my mind. And as soon as I changed my mindset, I was able to just get back to it. But it's really powerful how the mind, if you don't pay attention, how it could, it could lead you down a negative path. Sister Kemba, were you going to say something?
No, just in terms of the book, I thought the wrap up of the book was really, really important to just remind people that, you don't build a big empire overnight. You don't do anything overnight. It really is small changes, the habits that you build, like the incremental 1%. I think you mentioned it, Pharaoh, but that really did resonate with me because sometimes we have these big visions for ourselves and it overwhelms us that we are not accomplishing it within a year, 2 years, even 3 years. And I've been at this business full time now for 3 years and I don't feel that I'm where I need to be. But they talk about the fact that success is not wake up one day and it's success.
Mm-hmm.
What it is it's the keeping at it. It's the not giving up. It's the, it's the consistent work. And I'm pretty sure Ken is a pretty successful guy, but he's here with us every week and he's working and he's consistently working at his success, even if he's already achieved what I would look at you, Ken, and say that you're a successful guy, but I see that you're still working at it. So it's an inspiration to see that, that is how you do things. You keep working at it. So
man,
take my program, 12 sessions, build the habits. The deal is still on the table till tomorrow.
No, I know, but you know what? It's I'm glad you made a reference to that because everybody knows I'm a spiritualist as well, and I do have like a spiritual guy that I meet. And I just had a session this past weekend, and the loudest thing that like what the biggest thing that came out of that session was you need to slow down. Like you're trying to do too many things in too much of a short period of time. And they're like, it's like they had to remind me from the ethers that you're here for the experience. You're not here to just get it done. And the way you're pushing, it's like you're moving things at an abnormal speed and you're putting so much strain on your poor physical body. They're like, you like, and it's like, so you really have to slow down and everything. Like, it's like there's a lot of negative things happening in the atmosphere as well. Unfortunately, people are passing away and stuff like that, but it's helping me to take stock of life. Like what is life really about, and like it's these goals that we have they should be long-term goals. They should be projects that we're doing and keeping us feeling light and energetic and enjoying what we're doing. It should never start feeling like a strain. When that's happening, it's because we're trying to force it. We're trying to make it happen too fast, and as a result, everything else is deteriorating, like our personal relationships, our families, our friends. Yes, Sister Kama, go ahead.
No, I wanted to say based on that too, Ken, I think your program is excellent. But I am in a phase where I'm trying to cut back on what I do. And if I take your program, I need to commit to it. And I feel like anybody who's going to sign up needs to commit to doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
So please, let's keep in touch. And I want to make the bandwidth to be able to participate. I'm just not there right now. I need to shed some stuff before I commit to more stuff.
You can still take advantage of the program by signing up now and starting next month.
You see, this is Ken. Ken will teach you every technique. There's no no's. It's just maybe later. That's right.
Maybe later.
Yes, lives in the land of no.
That is it. But honestly, that is something else too. It is to know, like, you got to know your capacity, and you got to know there's nothing wrong with letting certain things go in order to help yourself to be a bit lighter and to be able to grow and excel into other things. So Kemba, kudos to that, because it's something that's necessary. I'm doing it as well as a person who runs this network. We're even realigning our focuses and different things like that. That's why you guys are going to hear me talking a lot about health, because we've been doing this for 13 years, having a great time doing it, building the networks and building. It's been great, but I still don't feel like we're hitting the mark, like we're having the impact that we want. And I really feel that key fundamental of ensuring that people are healing is going to be vital for our growth. So then once we get that foundation done, then we could scale everything else. We could build on these foundations, but we can't be building foundations on broken people. And a lot of us are broken. We're suffering from different traumas. So with that, beautiful people, it is 8:30. We have had an exceptional OFC community and business team meeting. I am so grateful to life, God, our creator, and our ancestors for creating yet another opportunity for us to be able to get together and to build. And I just ask that life just continue to bless each and every one of you. Bless your businesses, that be able to continue to grow, to support yourself, your families, as well as your community. Hotep, amen, and ashe, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. Looking forward to seeing you guys. If you join us tonight, see you at 9 p.m. If not, I'll see you next week. Peace and blessings. Thanks, guys.